What is up, guys? TLC6 here with Wii-kly Review. How are y'all doing today? It's been a long time since I've done a game review, really, so thought I'd go ahead and do one for, well, everyone who loves Mario again. We're going to be doing Super Mario All-Stars that came out in '93 for the Super Nintendo. I'm going to be playing this on, of course, the Famicom controller. Now, the thing I liked about this game, even though the controls were a little bit floaty on the Super Nintendo version, compared to all the other versions that were made for the NES, I still liked the game. It was really fun. It kind of made me regret ever getting a Super Nintendo. Of course, I went for the Genesis when I was younger, but anyway, let's go ahead and start the review for Super Mario All-Stars. Okay, guys, this is Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo. Basically a complete game that has every NES Mario game ever created in 16-bit graphics. So you see we have Super Mario Room, Super Mario Lost Levels, Super Mario 2, and Super Mario 3. Now there were two versions of this made, the one I'm playing right now and one that included Super Mario World as a bonus. Now unfortunately I've not been able to find that one, but what can you do? You can only find a certain one of them. So let's go ahead and go through each game and basically let y'all know what my 2 cents are about every game. And like I said, right as soon as you start the game, you'll notice a huge change in the graphics compared to the original version on the NES. Now, though it still has that old feel of Mario, other than a couple little tiny control floating problems, and as well as a couple other animations that they threw in, including the peace sign that you saw as he went down the pipe. The bonus picture on the background, they added that on. Then again, I've always not really liked the way that Mario ducks like that. To me, that just doesn't look right. But then again, I was younger, so I didn't know anything about that now, but I always look at that now and I think, yeah. Anyway, same game as always. You go ahead and try to get to the very end, and if you're lucky, you might get a bunch of fireworks. And it seems like I got 6 of them right there, so that was awesome. But the gameplay is just as good as the original. But like I said, on this version, the controls are a tiny bit more floaty, in my opinion. They're not as tight, but they do have still a pretty good amount of tightness to them. But they're still a great game, and it's still more than playable. But even the graphics, the graphic increase and the music is even better, in my opinion. It even sounds fresher, in my opinion. But anyway, the game still plays really great. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next game, Super Mario 2, The Lost Levels. Okay, here's Super Mario Brothers 2, The Lost Levels. Now this one, of course, there was 2 different versions, as I said, one of them for the Virtual Console and then one for the actual NES. Now there's also the one for the Super Nintendo, but this version is also the easier dumbed down version, I would actually say. But it's still a great game. It still has the difficulty of a hard-hacked Mario game, basically. But basically, this was the actual sequel to Super Mario Brothers 2. But Japan went ahead and decided, well, the game's too hard. People won't be able to beat it. They thought that kids wouldn't be able to beat something like this. It'd be like, well, this game is for kids, have mercy, and all that. So I would actually disagree. I think it would have been a good challenge for kids, especially today's games. Because, I mean, a lot of games today that are made, they are so cheaply easy made. I mean, I really think that games should have a little bit more of a difficulty to them. I mean, like I would actually give one game right off the top of my head, Super Mario Galaxy 2, which actually has a very nice amount of difficulty. Metroid Other M's another one on hard. I actually did play hard, thanks to a friend telling me that there was a hard mode to it, and it is very hard because that thing drains every kind of boss or enemy, drains your health like crazy. So if you're a very hardcore gamer, definitely check any of those two games out, or even check out this one if you have a Super Nintendo, and you can find it for a pretty good amount of change, actually, about $20, so not really bad, especially if you're a huge Mario fan like me. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next game, Super Mario Bros. 3. Okay guys, actually I meant Super Mario Bros. 2, so excuse me for that. So now basically in Super Mario Bros. 2, it is a way different game compared to the original ones. You don't have Koopas, you don't have Goombas, and you don't have Bullet Bills or anything. You have a bunch of different characters, like you have Shy Guys and snakes and basically a huge ass toad who basically just fires bubbles at you. In my opinion, this one was a Mario game I did not like that much. I don't know what it was. It was too different for me. I mean, I didn't like that they got rid of the Koopas and Goombas. I just thought it was not as original to me. I mean, I knew that they wanted to go in a different route, but I just didn't like it. I mean, I guess I'm just old-fashioned, but I like the old-fashioned Mario games, especially the ones where, like, you can stomp on stuff, because unlike this one, you can't stomp on them. You just have to pick them up and use, like, POW blocks, like I just used right there, and a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I mean, still, the game is good, but it just seems like they didn't really even try that hard on the game. It seems like they just took a bunch of characters from another game, which, if any of y'all have ever seen the other game I'm mentioning, I can't remember the exact name of it, and I can't believe I just died right there. Now, that's, like I said, the controls are a little bit floaty, but then again, I'm kind of rushing through it, so. But the game is fun. It's a lot of fun. It's fun for almost any age, because like I said, I'm almost 25 now, so about 24 actually, and I've still been having as much fun with it as I have back when I was younger. Going over with my cousins all the time and playing Mario Allstars, Super Mario World, it was just a lot of fun. And it still is fun, even though I'm not around them anymore. Now, of course, at the very end of the stage, you get to fight off with Birdo, which is this pink male of a dinosaur with a pink bow on its head. I don't know why, but Birdo always used to scare the crap out of me when I was younger. Like, I actually remember I had a nightmare one time about it. That was funny. I think about it now and I just think, why could I be scared of a dinosaur with a pink bow on? Now, basically, at the very end of a stage, if you get coins, you can use them for the slot machine. Basically, earn yourself 1-ups and extra lives and everything. So let's see how I do. I didn't get anything. But still, it's a great game. So next, we're going to move on to Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3. One of my favorite ones from the NES, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. All the other Marios were great on the NES, but this one just, I don't know what it was. It just jumped out to me, and it was the old-fashioned Mario with even cooler abilities, and it had it so it was in an overview map, and I thought that was just awesome. Plus, it went back to the old-style Mario again, using mushrooms, Koopas, piranha plants, everything. But then, of course, including extra abilities such as the raccoon suit and tons of other ones, including the Hammer Brothers suit, which is one of my favorite suits of all. Being able to turn into a frog Mario, and being able to use the I can't remember that one suit. I used to remember every single suit, but I can't remember them all anymore. But basically, you just get to the very end of the level and grab a card, and then you clear the course. Now, there are many games Basically, you have the one with the leaf right there on the bottom. You basically have to line up the picture, and if you line it up correctly, you get a certain amount of one-ups, like five one-ups for a star. I believe it's three one-ups for a flower, fire flower, and 2 for a mushroom. So, I mean, the Super Mario All-Stars collection is a great collection. If you have a Super Nintendo, definitely pick it up. If you can't find this version, definitely find the one with the Super Mario World version as well in it, because that one is a very hard one to find. But I definitely would recommend this game to anyone at any age, especially for kids that love Mario, and especially love collecting anything video game-wise. I give this game a 9 out of 10 because, like I said, the controls are a little bit floaty, and the game has been dumbed down a little bit. What I mean by that again is the Lost Levels version on here is a little bit easier, but it's still a great game. Definitely check it out. It's worth the $20 to pay for. So guys, thank you again very much. This has been Wii-kly Review. Take care. Later. Assuming direct control.